What up, everybody? Here for video number 2. My name's Jimmy Pierce, and I'm going to be going over today. We will be discussing the rugged Maniac from this past weekend in Rockingham. Let's see. It was about a 4-hour drive for me, I think. I ended up, a little over 4 hours. I ended up getting up that morning about 4:30 and driving in and running. And then, let's see. Anyway, when I registered, I think I registered last year sometime. But then they came out with a VIP addition to the registration, so you could add that for like $35. So I added that. It was totally worth it. So if you get the opportunity to add the VIP to your race, it's totally worth it. So do it. So I'll explain here in a second. So I get there, and it said like 10, registration doesn't open till 9. So I got there at like 9:15, I think. Pulled in, pulled up, had my sheet printed off for my VIP parking. So went right up, and they showed me where to park. It was like, I bet I wasn't 100 yards from the main gate entrance, so it was really nice to park that close. So that was one of the perks of the VIP. 2, go up to the registration. You have VIP registration. That took like 5 minutes to get my shirt, my bib, and they said, what time you want to run? Sorry, allergies bugging. But that was the other thing too, sorry I didn't mention that in the VIP you get to choose what time you want when you get there. No matter what, if it's full or not, you can still run when you want. And see, I originally registered for 10:30, I think, but it was like 9:20 or 9:25. So I was like, what time's the first wave? He said the elite ones run at 9:45. I said, well, I'll run with that. So I was like, okay, I'll run with that. So he's like, cool. So got my thing. Went over to, they had a VIP bag registration. Went over there, dropped my bag off. And I was like, man, this was all like within like 10 minutes from the time I arrived. That's how fast, like, I got registered and everything. So I was walking around the festival area, and I realized it was really nice. Rugged Maniac has a really nice race festival area. They have a huge stage with a DJ, always something going on. Body Armor sponsored the drinks, so there was like tons of Body Armor, water, and the fruit drinks. They're really good. I saw State Farm was there, some type of soap company, some other tents. I'm not sure where it was, but it was a really good festival area. Like they have it down pat. You can tell by how many people was there. I'll get to that in a minute. There's probably, well, I don't know how many people was there, but that festival area, when I was done running, it was completely full of people, like everywhere. It's probably one of the most that I've seen at an OCR. The Spartan races are pretty big. Some of them, I would say some of them, but as far as like being close, like a lot of people in a close area, it was a ton of people there. So, so I ended up, dropping my bag off, and I ended up running at 9:45 with the elite people. I mean, it was like pow, 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 done, go run. And I dressed up as Michael Myers to run in this one, because I'd made a bet online that if I'd raised $100 for American Cancer Society, I would run in my Michael Myers outfit, the mask and the jumpsuit. So I raised $100, and so I ran in it, because I said I would. Holy crap, that was hot. I've done some haunted houses before with masks on, and they get hot, but running in one in like 90, almost 90-degree weather is a totally different beast. So people just like freaked out because Michael Myers is running with them. So we take off, and I'm the very last one in the elite heat, because I'm like, I'm going to finish last in this sucker, because I will die. So we take off, and I'm feeling pretty good at first, because I cut a pretty big hole in the mouth so I can pull it down and breathe, so I can just control my breathing. Sorry, I'm stopped up, allergies. But I figure I can control my breathing if I pulled the mask down and breathe through the mouth. So actually that worked most of the race. I only had to take it off like and pull it up like a couple times. But we take off, I'm running, and I'm like, man, I can run faster than a lot of these people. So I take off, I run, I get about to the middle of the pack, and I'm about a quarter of a mile in, and I'm just like, I was like, okay, I don't have no air, I've got to stop running. So I stopped running, and I kind of just jogged a little bit, and then I had to walk, and then there's a big long stretch like in the backwood area, like the trail. So I ended up pulling it up and breathing through there. And then like I get to the obstacle and I pull it back down. So the whole first half of the race was a lot of running. Like most of the running was in the first half. So during that area I pulled the mask off a little bit because I couldn't breathe at all. But I wasn't in the middle of the pack by then. I was probably 3/4 of the way back. I think there's probably maybe 10 people after me. I don't know in the elite wave. I don't know. But anyway, so I'm running, and if I get to the last mile, and that's where all the obstacles are. They put all the obstacles like really close together. And Rugged Maniac obstacles are pretty easy. I mean, it's for first timers pretty much. You get a big huge festival area with a bunch of first timers and throw some obstacles out there. They're not hard to complete. They're just fun. To me, it was fun. So. I do like all the obstacles. I completed all the obstacles 100%, no problem. The only one in my head that I'd prepared for was the rings. I said, okay, if I get on the rings and my mask shifts, I said, I can't see like where the rings are. So I was like, I had actually prepared my mask to pull it tighter, but the staples that I had put in it had came out. So it was loose anyway. So I was sitting there, I was like, okay, I'm going to do this. So I get the first ring, and I like reach out and grab the other one because I got long arms. And then I swing. I'm like, okay, grab it. And I'm like, as soon as I like shift my shoulder up to move, my mask goes, and like shifts over. And I'm like, oh no. So I like reach for the ring, and I grab it, but I miss or something. I don't know what happened. So I'm sitting there dangling with one arm of a ring, and I try to grab it again, and I miss again. And I'm like, oh great, I'm gonna fall. But I was still holding myself up with one arm on the ring, so I said, I'm just gonna have to double hand it. So I just pulled myself up on this one, went over, grabbed it, and just kind of kept going because I could just have to move my head to see where the ring was. So I got that going. So finally I made it across the rings, and I was like, God, finally. So I made it through that. I made it through all the other obstacles. Got to like the last wall and climbed up it, and I'm sitting on the very last obstacles, like a big inflatable with a slide. So I'm sitting up there, and I had to take my mask off because by the time I climbed up, I was out of breath. And there's like a sunshade, so I don't think no one could really see me below. I don't know for sure. So I'm sitting up there, just kind of catching my breath. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go down. And I said, I hope this thing's not really deep in water because I don't know like how deep it is or how fast I'll hit the water. So I'm like, how would Michael Myers want to go down the slide? And I was like, I'll just sit straight up. Like I'll sit straight up and go down it. So that's what I did. And I was like, so I got I pulled the mask back down. I go down the slide. I'm like, woo, I'm almost to the bottom. I'm sitting straight up, and I just see everybody like looking at me. They're like, what is that? And I'm sitting there going straight up, and then all of a sudden it like stops before I get to the water. And I'm like, oh, I'm about to scoot to the water. So I sit there and I start scooting to the water, and I get in the water, and I climb up, and you just hear people like yelling and cheering and clapping, and you just see all these phones everywhere. Cause I guess it just blew people's mind, but it was funny to see, I guess, Michael Myers. But it was a good race. I loved the event. I loved it. It was fun. Challenging level, it was probably like a 2, 3. There's a lot of people just walk around the obstacles, do whatever I saw. But it's a fun race. It's fun. It's for people that wanna get their foot in the door with OCR, understand a race and work their way up. And I think Rugged Maniac's the perfect one for that. If you want to like just start out, get in there, figure out what OCR is like, see if you like it, that's perfect for you. I tell you one thing too that blew my mind was the amount of volunteers they have. They had more volunteers than any race I've ever seen. I don't know how they got so many. but it was impressive. I was like, golly, I mean, every obstacle had like, I mean, some had two, some had like six. All the tents, everything was like manned up 100%. And I'm like, that's impressive because, like I say, volunteers can make or break a race, and they definitely, I mean, they're a real big event, so I mean, they've got it down pat. But it's impressive because, like I say, they, especially when you get to some obstacles, they can fall apart or you wouldn't know what to do. But they had their volunteers locked down. It was awesome. But I didn't stay long. Uh, with the VIP thing, you actually got a free meal. So I ended up going and eating like a hamburger and sitting down for a minute, talking to some people. And then, golly, I stopped it. Sorry. And then I ended up, you get a $30 swag voucher too. So I went and got like, I went and got a shirt and like some stickers. So I mean, the VIP package was totally worth it because I mean, I think I paid 35 for it. So I got $10 parking, $30 swag voucher, a free meal. So I don't know how much that would have been. VIP bag check, VIP registration. So yeah, it's totally worth it. I'm totally doing it again if I ever get it. But their showers were good. It was funny because they got the showers over here, and then they got big tent for men, big tent for ladies to change. And I'm still in my Michael Myers outfit, but I got my mask just pulled up. you know, and people just still, you know, they're all just still staring at me like, God, did he run it like that? And I walk into that changing tent, and I think there's a guy in each corner of that changing tent changing. Like there's no tables, no chairs, just a big tent. So all the guys are in each corner changing, like one facing one corner, one facing the other corner, and like two behind me. And I just walk in, I just start looking around, and they all just kind of stop and look at me, and I'm like, changing clothes. But it was just so funny. I felt like it was like the Blair Witch Project. Remember, like the first one, when he walks in that room and that dude just standing there in the corner, and it's kind of dark. That's what it was like inside there. Oh, but yeah, it was good. Like I say, I didn't stay long after the race. I ended up I drove back home, so it was like another 4 hour drive home. So it was about 4.5 hour drive. I raced, finished in 56 minutes, 3 miles, 25 obstacles. So that's still pretty good with my mask and everything on. And I hung around the festival maybe another 30 minutes and ate, and then left and drove back. But it was a really good race, really great intro into OCR. If anybody wants to do it, they've got their stuff together. They definitely know what they're doing. Got the shirt, race shirt. Oh, let's see. This, see the back, maybe a little bit. Then the medal. They got a medal here. Really nice medal. Really pretty, very nice medal. Dual sided. See, it's got that. It's got that on the back, that on the front. But one thing I didn't understand is they had medals at the tent that you could buy, I think. So I didn't really understand that part of it, but it looked like they had medals, maybe different ones that you could buy. I don't know, but it's pretty good. So that is my recap on Rugged Maniac. A really good race. So thanks everybody for watching, and I hope you like this video. I'll do some more. The two that I do now do good. People like them. I'll do some more after each race. And maybe holler at me on Instagram at Hollatip, HOLLATIP. Thanks.